Hello there! This is your friend Robato, and today we're gonna talk about Miss Universe. I shouldn't have made this video at this point, but upon seeing more candidates yesterday night, I have decided to finally reveal my early favorites for Miss Universe this year. I made a list so that everything will be in order, and let's see if Miss Philippines is there. But before I give you my 10 early favorites or my 10 frontrunners for this year's pageant, let me just share with you my thoughts on some of them. Miss Chile. I think she's one of the favorites of some vloggers. I have watched her video when she competed in her local pageant, and I was really not that impressed. Although I must admit that she resembles Demi, Miss Universe 2017. But that's all there is to it. I don't find her sexy. I don't find her really that gorgeous. Lately, I've been seeing her photos, and she's photogenic. I believe she also speaks English, as what one vlogger has mentioned. And I was really looking for that video so that I could analyze her more. Glaring sunlight. Wait. Sorry about that. Still there. Who else? Wait. Okay. Let's go to Miss Thailand. For me, she remains as strong as ever. I like her beauty. She's really my top favorite to win the crown, Miss Thailand Universe crown, or Miss Universe Thailand crown. Whatever hair she wears, it looks good on her. Whether it wavy, curled up, straight, she still looks fabulous. The only thing that I worry about her is, the communication skills. It's not the language, it's how she builds her thoughts into essential, powerful words. I know that majority of you would agree with me that she didn't really give a great answer at her local pageant. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that she could have done better. Who else? Miss South Africa. I think if we could say that there is one candidate that it seems stars align for her, I think it's Miss South Africa. She's just second runner-up. She's a third placer at her local pageant, and now she's representing South Africa at the biggest pageant in the world. And it's a good strategy. It won't be a woman of color again. Aside from the fact that had it been the original winner, she wouldn't have that much impact because there is Miss Canada. So it's gonna be a head clash, literally and figuratively. And only one between them would emerge strong. So I think it's really a wise decision for Miss South Africa organization. And besides, I think she's a great candidate, Natasha. I think South Africa has a stronger chance this year to win the crown and do the impossible. 20 years ago, it's not impossible anymore because Venezuela had accomplished it. So it might be South Africa's turn to repeat that victory back to back. That elusive back to back. Very elusive. Who else? Is Brazil? Personally, I think she's not as pretty as other candidates, but she has this, strong appeal that tries to convince you that, hey, here I am. Watch out for me. I might be the next Miss Universe. And you don't even pay attention. Sort of that. And she's got a great body. She speaks English at the same time. And let's go back to Miss Chile because I was about to talk about our very own Rabia Mateo, Miss Philippines. I forgot to tell you that Rabia's hand movements paled in comparison with those of Miss Chile's hand gestures. She does it more frequently. She does it unabashedly. It's as if there is one hand movement for every word that comes out of her mouth. And it's one thing that I hate about, it's one thing that I don't really like about Rabia. I don't think the judges would feel comfortable feeling like students of Rabia. Did I say it right? Yeah. Or they would just feel that they are some of those few people in an audiovisual room who are listening to Rabia Mateo's lectures. You see, in general, I don't think the judges would be pleased with super over hand movements. That's just a personal opinion, but whatever. I like Miss Philippines. The fez, darling, the fez. But let me just be very vocal about those things that I really don't like about her. At this point, I'm not really a fan of her catwalk. She also comes off as so soft for me. She looks so vulnerable. She looks weak. She looks so young. And that so young thing is sort of a negative trait on the Miss Universe stage. I think so. She has the aura of a print ad model, of a superstar on the Victoria's Secret runway. But as Miss Universe, but it doesn't diminish the fact that I love her. Not just because we are fellow Filipinos, but because she is smart. She speaks well. She speaks from the heart. She is rich in words and wisdom and, essential quotes about life. But yung feel mo na may kulang, you know what I mean. But of course, my 100 support is for her. So maybe it's styling, maybe it's that vulnerability, or maybe that, I don't know. But, I hope that she makes it to top 16 and bahala na siya. Kaya na niya yun. Makapasok lang siya ng 16 and then I think she could do well. I think the youthful look is gonna be a hurdle during the preliminary competition. But the moment she qualifies for the next round, the top 16, she could eventually use that to the fullest to work on her favor. And who knows, that youthful look that I considered negative could be her ultimate weapon to win her 5th Miss Universe crown. Who else? Peru. She looks queenly. In all honesty, I like the other girl that was left behind. There were 2 girls, right? The one on the right, from our point of view. Okay, let me just search for that girl. Okay, this one's Solange Hermosa, Miss Peru La Libertad. I like that girl. She's stunningly beautiful. The winner, however, speaks English very well. I saw one interview of her, and right after that, she becomes more beautiful in your eyes. She looked more beautiful than before. You have become a fan. She was so engaging. She was charismatic. It wasn't a typical beautiful girl in my mind, or in majority of us Pinoys, but she's beautiful, You know what I mean? She doesn't look beautiful, but she's beautiful. Just like Miss Universe 2013. The Filipinos' most favorite Venezuelan beauty. Who's that girl? Yes, Gabriela Isler. I usually forget her name. Well, in fact, I have made a video about her. I'm very proud of her because she has shown her love for the Filipinos. She has mentioned it in one show, and I have made a video about that. Still, I always forget her name, pardon me. But I love her. We love her. And they have similarities. Yeah. So I think Peru has strong chances here of winning this universe. Maybe it's time now for Peru to finally grab it. They've always been close to the crown during preliminary competitions, and during the final round, they just couldn't get closer to it. They seemed going away than the opposite. So maybe it's their time now to finally win Miss Universe. And I would be glad, you know. I love Miss Philippines to win Miss Universe, but if other countries who haven't won it for so long, or maybe, you know, after a long drought, or maybe it's really their first time to win it, then it would be a welcome sight for me. I would love it. Who else? Miss Indonesia is stunning. She's tall. She's Face of Asia winner. That's a great accomplishment. So let's expect a supermodel aura on the Miss Universe stage. Miss Spain was tall. I think she's 5'11". She's also a non-traditional beauty. You know what I mean? Yung parang may konting problema sa bibig, or maganda yung lahat, and then may konting problema sa nose, hindi masyadong maganda, or hindi masyadong maganda yung shape ng face, or medyo hindi maganda yung eyes, and pero ang ganda ng mouth at ng nose, yung gano'n, yung di ba kompleto. Yun. And more. Who else? There's also Miss Romania. She's a pageant veteran, and you know what? During Miss International Pageant, alongside Miss Philippines and Miss Venezuela, I really thought she could also win the title. Now she has blossomed into a more sophisticated woman. She's tall, she's beautiful, and she could give a good fight come Miss Universe Finals. Miss Vietnam is promising. Although, you know, yeah, it's just like that. It's promising. Or she's promising. Who else did I miss? Miss India. I think India is not thirsty for the crown. India is hungry for the crown. So beware. It might be India's time again to regain that long-lost glory. Who else? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, Mexico. Also Panama, USA, and that very fresh Australia. So, without further ado, here they are, ladies and gentlemen, my top 10, my personal choices, the girls who I consider the frontrunners for this year's Miss Universe pageant. Here we go.